Hello, it's time for another episode of Discipleship Today. My name is Bob Benson. I'm the pastor of Christ Lutheran Church in Greenhurst, New York. We've been going through the book of John as a discipleship text because of the special relationship that Jesus had with John, the disciple. John refers to himself as the beloved disciple several times, and we've been working through John 12. I'm going to take a very small section today, and I'm going to read that section to you, but there's a lot of implications that we need to talk about. I'm talking in John 12, starting in verse 9, and we're only going to read 3 verses here. When a large crowd of the Jews learned that Jesus was there, they came, not on account of him, but also to see Lazarus, whom he had raised from the dead. So the chief priests made plans to put Lazarus to death as well, because on account of him, many of the Jews were going away and believing in Jesus. So small section of scripture, but there's a lot of implications here. We've been talking about Lazarus being raised from the dead and the effects that that had. And then he goes to Bethany to have dinner with Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. And then Mary anoints Jesus' feet. We're in the middle of that story. And see, Jesus at this point was starting to sneak around more, to be less exposed to the Pharisees and the Sadducees. And he kind of did this going to Bethany on the quiet, on the QT. He wanted to keep everything on the down low, stay under the radar. But Jesus' reputation is building at this point so quickly that he can't sneak around anymore. It's like the paparazzi is following him. He gets this large crowd of Jews that learned that Jesus was there in Bethany, and they came not only on account of him, but see, there was a great thing going on. There was a whole bunch of people coming to believe in Jesus because of Lazarus. Now, Lazarus had just been raised from the dead. And it's funny, Lazarus hadn't done anything. It was not his choice to be raised from the dead. But they target him as a target to kill him so that people will stop believing in Jesus. Not realizing, even if they killed Lazarus, it wouldn't work. They made plans to put Lazarus to death as well. So they're not only planning the murder of Jesus Christ, but they're planning the murder of a completely innocent. Both of the men are completely innocent. But Lazarus hadn't even spoken any words. It was an involuntary action for him. He was raised from the dead by Jesus. So why would they put this man to death? And it was all because of this instance that people were coming to Jesus Christ, realizing this guy is something else. This guy is the Messiah, and we need to put our faith in him. And they wanted to stop that whole thing. It's amazing to me the lengths that people will go to deny Jesus Christ, to try and hide who he really is. And we see that evident in our world today. And we as Christians, as people that call ourselves Christ followers, we need to push back against that. We are called in this world to be witnesses. What does a witness do? A witness in a court of law witnesses tells what happened to them. You don't need to memorize 100 Bible verses to be able to share Jesus with people. You tell them, this is who I was. This is how I met Jesus. And this is who he's turning me into. That is a Christian witness. As we disciple people, we've got to continually share that witness. I know that God is real because he completely changed my life. He transformed me from who I was to who he has me becoming. And that walk is sanctification, and that's a lifelong journey. So for Discipleship Today, please remember to go out and be discipling and being discipled. Thank you for watching.